Howdy all y'all, ElixirQuiver here, back for more shenanigans. Today we're gonna go exploring, we're gonna go busting, and we're gonna take all of this, plus some bombs, and I almost forgot our sand, because there's a trick to getting inside those monuments. So, first things first, we need to build some... I don't think I have enough gunpowder. No, I do not. So I guess actually, first things first, we gotta go get some gunpowder. Man, TNT is expensive, but we're going to need it so we can quickly get into the monuments. I've collected a few more cats, by the way. We're only missing one. I believe it's called Tuxedo. But today we're not bringing our kitties with us. Before we go exploring too much, we do need to find ourselves a cow. I do have one at base, but I really don't want to try and drag him out, and I only have two anyway. And so we'll just kind of cruise around the island a bit, see if we can find something. Looks like we have a brown sheep, which honestly, that's really cool. And I don't have cocoa beans, but not what I want. I want a brown cow. Have not found a cow yet, however. Did find an island with a ruined portal on it, which is pretty cool. Most of the ruined portals we see are down low, but this little tiny island has one up top. So we're going to raid it real quick, because while we're exploring, we're going to hit all the ruins, all of the shipwrecks, everything we can. It looks like we got a clock. Unbreaking, sharpness. Definitely take the nuggets. Pass on those. However, I think we're going to take the crying obsidian. Now, you may have just noticed that my unit interface is different. It is now dark gray, and that is because I forgot to put in this entire time my vanilla tweaks, which gives me a nice dark overlay so that it's not so jarring on my eyes. It also added the 3D wavy campfire, which is really nice for aesthetic when we're running around in the dark. I know it's a little weird underwater, but still looks really good. I only have the visual things, so like the connective textures on my pickaxe here, so it doesn't have the weird little line in between the angles. There are bees everywhere in this ocean. They're just swimming away. I believe there's a nest on that one over there, but look at them all. And there's a villager that escaped the breeder, another monument, but we still don't have our moo friend. How now, brown cow? Unfortunately, we had to go over into the mainland to find one, but not too far at least. Now, let's get on to exploring. I'm trying to not get on the land too much. However, I had to make a beeline for this area because I saw these sunflowers. And it looks like I got some sweet berries there too. Unfortunately, I don't have my bed, but there were some sheep, so we're going to make a new one. I think I'll grab these sweet berries as well. Found a jungle, quite expansive one, really. I didn't even know there was one here. We did stop and grab ourselves some cocoa beans, because the wandering trader does not sell them. Guys, a mushroom island. I have a mushroom island. Oh man, it's super far away, and it even comes with a monument. Can I milk them? Or can you only get... We're taking a mushroom. Alright, here we go. Now let's go bust. If you place sand on top of it... Oh, look, there we are. Now we can't break this. But if you put sand on top of it, it should blast a hole. Quickly eat. Because these guys do hurt quite a bit. At least they're a two-shot. There he is. First one down. Grab that sponge. Swim on out of here and find the next one. We got 3 sponges. Now let's get this fatigue off of us now that everyone is taken care of. Oops. Oops. There we go. And let's explore, see if we find any more sponges. We died. Okay, we got to go back and get our gear now. We don't have everything yet. Of course, we got to take the core. Finally, we'll mark it, saying that we beat it. That way, we don't come back here trying to fight it again. Now let's get out. These guys hurt. Well, that's unique. We got a floating village over all of this beautiful coral. Oh, look, an amethyst. Another mushroom field, I think. This, I don't think, is the one we just found, because I'm not seeing any coral. Yeah, this is a small one. Made a quick pit stop back at home so we could unload some of our inventory, as well as take care of some of the monuments that are nearby. That way we stop getting the miner fatigue just passing around our local area. Here's round 2. Uh-oh, the elder got out. You know, I would totally let it be free swimming and have this giant eyeball swim around, except that it would give me mining fatigue. Sponges! Finally! Another sponge room! Same place. Hopefully I'm fast. We only got 2 bombs left, so we're going to blow a hole in the 2 sides, and then we're going to punch a hole in the top one, hopefully. Made it in time. We used a bomb on the same... We bombed the same one. It's on this side. No wonder we can't find him. Got in just in time, though. We'll have to go back to our cow. Glad I did this one, though, because it has a sponge room. And a sponge room. Another one! This one has 2. With sponges, it's very nice and easy to clean things out. I went 3 wide so I don't have to hopscotch from one side to the other. It's probably more efficient to do 4 wide, but I'm going to try it this way, and it's too late now. I would suggest placing it below you and see how it pops it out, and as a matter of fact, I still have to hopscotch, it looks like. But by putting it here, you're able to just move your tool to a more appropriate area, break it, and then place another one, break it, place another one, and if you use a hoe, preferably a hoe with efficiency, you're able to break things even faster. Extremely expensive, but we finally did get efficiency 5. I'm going to lock him real quick and find us some more emeralds. The cheapest, if I'm doing bad math correctly, because it is 3 times the level plus 2, should be 17 for the cheapest. Could have been worse. It could have been the max. However, hopefully at the end of it, though, you will sell glass. Otherwise, we got to start all over because that's the requirement. I wanted to have efficiency 5 and a bookshelf and glass on this person here who is going to be named Tilly. But hopefully, an efficiency 5 pick should, or hoe, Instamine. Awesome. Clean up our inventory and get back down underwater. This is so much better. Wish I could save him. Let's go, buddy. I can't stop the dolphins from drying out, but I can stop you. There you go. Got ourselves the Unbreaking Villager up on the lighthouse so that we can get this thing made and hopefully last a little longer. It is going rather well, but I don't want to buy a bunch of books over and over again. The Unbreaking's 33 emeralds right now, but that efficiency is 54. It's pretty rough this early. I don't have all of my passive income running. I have to get my iron farm fixed, which is definitely coming very soon. But I think this is the last cat we need. Now we gotta chase it down. Hey! We got all of the cats. We got a complete catalog of cats. So I have a small underwater cave, and I just decided, let's clear it out, see where it goes. I wasn't recording because, honestly, this is really boring. I'm only halfway there. But on down here, I think this is a geode, isn't it? It is! With hostiles in it. We gotta be careful. Okay, that's a budding amethyst. So is that. That one's not. We can break that one. This is right under our base. A chunk of our base, a good chunk of our base, our island, got deleted when we went back in 1.8. We got to be very careful not to have that creeper trigger because I do not want to lose any of this. That's awesome that there's a geode here. There must be an enderman down here. Doesn't even attach to anything. Ooh, we got to be very careful about harvesting. Oh, look, there's another cluster that couldn't even be used. And diamonds. There are diamonds down here. I wonder if that's going to fall when I update it with sponge. Yep. we found 16 gold, we found 3 diamonds, 17 iron, 5 lapis, and an amethyst geode down in that cave. I almost ignored it. I was going to seal it off. I'm so glad I didn't do that. I think a guest just came into the nether. Yeah, the cats don't like him. Well, I guess he's going to stay up there for now. Many trips to the nether later, and we have finished draining this place. It is spawn proof, it is dry, and we made sure to exclude any slime chunks like this guy, and I believe this guy. So we won't even have to worry about slimes. I do plan on flattening this out later, but not today. We also got ourselves a few treasures over here. This guy is from the early days of this Let's Play. He is a diamond villager, and I don't know what he has. I bet he ended up being an expensive duplicate or a bugged one that had high trade offers. And then these guys, I rescued many more of these guys from being dried out. Unfortunately, I could not rescue the dolphins, but we did save one of each color that we came across. Unfortunately, we did not find the rare blue one. And then finally, this wall of barrels is filled with just sand. Each column up and down represents 3 trips to the desert, and we're 7 across, meaning that right here alone is 27 trips to the desert. That's not counting all of the sand in the perimeter here. But that is a lot of sand we managed to save. Now, before the end of this episode, I want to make sure to go get a few last minute things. We need 3 more villager skins. We do not have the swamp, taiga, or jungle. And then I would like to find some fox in the taiga. With 33% chance to be the mom and a 33% chance to be the dad and only a 33% chance to be a biome, I am really having a difficult time getting my swamp villager. Boy, over here. We have 1 wild wolf and 1 tame wolf, and we got our last skin here. But I want to get this wolf home, as well as I don't want to get these 2 precious beans over here. So right now we're waiting for the darkness to come in, and we're going to fight a bunch of mobs and see if we can tame them. But we have leashed on this side safely some fox. Quite a good haul. We managed to get ourselves the last skin for the villagers, as well as find ourselves a couple of fox and some dogs. I finally got to tame some dogs. We passed so many along the way on all the different islands, but now we finally have one. And I think with that, my name is ElixirQuiver, and y'all take care now.